Welcome back, everybody, to the second part of Coven, the Ruins of Watershed, the finale of our 3-session witchy one-shot. So, where we left off before the break, you all were in a cave, freshly reunited with Kram the Goblin and his 2 new friends, who have not introduced themselves yet, but are 2 other goblins wearing strange red and white hats and blonde wigs. And they've alerted Kram that something has changed behind you, and what once was a dense forest, as far as the eye could see, surrounded by hazy mist, still is to a certain degree. But just in the distance, you can see a small outcropping of civilization, and Jaaldura noticed that it looked staggeringly similar to the town of Watershed, aka home, aka where you guys are from.
We found it!
Can we do our shot before
Yes.
Jaaldura runs in?
So Jaaldura's on the move, but first we're gonna, as is customary, just to make Yanni's life a living hell, we're gonna do our customary pickleback at the break. Thank you all for joining me, ladies, and thank you, Kalyn, for flying in all the way from Texas.
Yay!
So yeah,
Come back.
Coven!
Coven, we. Ooh yeah, that hits the spot.
Ooh, I haven't done that in a while. That burns a little.
Leo, we do it because we love you. We hurt the ones we love. That's
We hurt
why
the
I
ones we
held
love.
Ashes in hold person all
We just
last
like to
session.
push you away.
Also, hero,
We don't
yeah.
say that phrase in
Witches
the house.
and liquor, that's all that this is. That's what Coven is.
Witches and
Witches
liquor.
and liquor.
Alright, so
Tongue twisted,
Jaaldura,
like,
yes,
just a little bit.
you are taking off.
Yeah, I am. That's home. We found it. That was easy.
You have 2 options here. Do you run down the path or do you try to scale the sheer cliffside to get there faster?
I'm strong. I'll go down the cliff.
Athletics check.
A what?
An athletics check.
Athletics. Oh no.
Jill!
Oh shit. She'll be fine.
Athletics?
Oh, I'm proficient.
13.
13. So you guys see Jaaldura just like off of this wall. You just see there's a pathway to the left, and you just see her sort of like Running Man style, just like loop off of the side of this wall.
She's good at it. Look.
This is the Feywild!
Okay, Ashes is going after her. Ashes is gonna like look at the goblins and be like, I don't have time for you. And just, like,
Run after. So you peering over the edge, you see Jaaldura has sort of like raked her hand into the side of the wall and is very furiously like crawling down the side.
Jaaldura, wait!
come on, Ashes. Home is right here.
No.
It's right here.
Remember how I said this wasn't our home?
Yeah, but it's right here.
No, Jaaldura.
I imagine it's like Jaaldura down the cliff and Ash is trying to like pick his
yelling.
way very carefully, like...
You gotta switch back.
Remember, this place isn't what it looks like.
Can I hear him anymore?
You guys, your voices are getting farther and farther away.
Also, can I hear him above the voices in my own head about the fact that it's
Roll
close?
me a wisdom save, maybe.
Okay.
Oh god.
Wisdom save? 13.
13. Yeah, no, you can still hear him.
Okay, cool.
His voice gets fainter and fainter as you get nearer and nearer to home that you know is just behind you. The 2 goblins kind of look at you, Kram, and they're just like, your friends are kind of weird, but yeah, if you guys need a way back, we'll just stay here. So, come find us, I guess. We're not going to that place. That looks scary. So we'll just stay here. But thanks for the help.
How scary is it over there?
We've never seen it before, so it's probably terrifying. I have no idea.
Guys.
I'll look at Magpie, I guess, who's left up here at the top of the cliff mouth, or like looking out over this. What? And that's the thing, I think Molly's just been like shaking since she's like returned to herself. Like there's always just this constant like
Are you cold?
really twitchy.
Real
No.
cold.
No, I'm fine. What do you want to do?
I suppose we should go find her.
Gwen disappeared to like through the back of the cave.
Yeah, you guys found her. It was a bracelet, I believe.
It was her hand cap.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, the hand cap. That's what it was. Yeah.
Oh Oh yeah,
Because she lost her
has
hand.
that.
Yeah, she
Do I
lost
have
her
I
hand.
think you have it. No, it was
Who went to find
I
her?
think it was.
Was it Ashes?
Ashes went to fight because you were one of the only ones that was still conscious after
Yeah,
the fight. So
I went
Ashes
to
went
look
to
for
find her, but
once
yeah,
we stabilized these two.
So you have like something of hers that. Okay.
I mean, we should try.
Ashes just calls over his
Maybe-
shoulder.
Maybe the Feywild isn't so bad. So if we have to stay, we can stay. Whatever.
I don't think that's Watershed.
No, probably not.
Ashes yells over his shoulder.
It's not.
He
I think we
knows.
have to stick together though, and didn't Ashes say to follow the third thing? What was it?
The third one first.
Something about wolves.
I have an idea, but I think we need to catch up to Jaaldura first. Jaaldura,
He's like cupping his hands. He's just like,
can you wait? I know where we should go. Please wait. I have short legs.
Let's just go. I'll start making my way down.
Okay. Jaaldura, I think at this juncture too, like you are compelled to find home, and you're very excited about that fact. But
Oh no.
the voices start to rile up in your head the farther and farther you get away from your friends, and you're realizing the farther away from you, like the farther away you are from them, the less chance you have to protect them. They're very far away at this point, and you get that sort of like that plea from Ashes on the top of this like switchback. Essentially, he's like still on the top of the cliff, like stop. That plea sort of resonates for you at this point. Like it's like you're kind of in between, like a dog like doesn't know where to go. Exactly. So you're kind of like flipping back and forth between this place of home that you know are vehemently familiar with, and your friends that you've like left behind at this point, essentially. So
at this point, Ash just like kind of scoops up his backpack and puts it on.
He's got a backpack.
oh yeah, stands for it,
Full of
yeah.
his books. And he puts it on and he goes, "We gotta catch up." And he holds his hand out for Molly. Come on.
And I have stopped when I hear the voices being like, "Your friends are at home. Like you have to stop."
I thought you said Molly went the other way, or
You're Molly.
She was
Gwen.
taken.
Gwen.
Gwen was
I think
taken.
Gwen was taken.
I have some ideas. I know that these symbols and these sentences don't make a lot of sense, but I have an idea. And
Do you think he's leading us towards Gwen or something else?
that's a great question.
Does he want the same things that we want?
I mean, intelligence check.
I have to roll an intelligence. I'm not as smart as I am, like book smart.
I know. That's okay.
Oh, but I did okay. 16 plus 2, 7, 8 is 18.
Somebody's in the doghouse, but somebody could definitely help you answer that question too.
Easily.
So I think like when Ash just like kind of sees like how like hesitant Molly is, he reaches for his necklace and kind of like thinks about it for a minute. Okay, and he calls forth his familiar, Beasley.
The floating skull, who was an amalgamation of numerous different creatures.
Bird, rat, human.
Yep. So Beasley kind of like travels forth, like wisps around Ashes. And you all are familiar with this site. It's been a while, obviously, Molly, since you've seen it. But this green ethereal smoke sort of coalesces in front of Ashes, and this skull manifests and sort of. Where normally he's very jovial and very delighted to be summoned and see you all, he sort of tentatively looks at you and he goes, "Oh, Ashes, I didn't expect to be called upon so quickly, but do you need something?"
I need your help this time.
"Anything. What do you need?"
Benzar came here.
"He did what? Why would he do that?"
Your guess is as good as mine.
Molly puts her hand on her hips and is looking obstinate.
"Oh, Molly, good to see you again. You're looking in fine spirits. What did you need?"
Okay, so let's get you up to speed. Benzar came here. Not only could I see him, he showed himself to everyone else.
If you could see a skull emote, it would be very confused.
And so like Ash just kind of listens past that.
Blink, blink. Okay, he left me some clues. Obviously, we're in the Feywild. I know that much.
It appears we are, yes.
Yes. Which is not ideal. And he kind of like rattles off the clues and the sign that he was given.
Where's the tall one? Where's she gone off to?
She's down the hill. We're catching up to her. Don't worry.
Oh. I laugh.
Long
And
story.
he sort of just like in just an animated fashion, like the teeth like sort of zipper up as he waits.
So Ash just kind of explains what Vensar said, what he wrote in the book, like kind of like rapidly, and then I have some ideas about these clues. Obviously, we need to catch up to Jaaldura, but I don't really know what Vensar wanted. Did these take us to Gwen? Did they take us to something else? You talk to him more than I do these days.
He hasn't been talking to me all that much lately, but what he has been saying was yes,
Gwen.
both.
How far off the ground is Beasley floating?
He's like floating around Ash's head, mostly. He's sort of
I'm
just,
about
like
5'5".
yeah. He like
Damn
bops
it,
around
okay.
like this. When
Not
he talks.
within halfling reach.
Not well. You could jump. I mean, you could definitely like do a vertical leap and try and grab him. You could jump at him.
yourself. It's just convenient sometimes to be tall.
He's sort of like whipping around like he normally does, like sort of talking to you on both sides of your face and like you flitting
No,
around as he
I'll
does.
just watch this interaction.
I'd say we do what they're saying. Floaty Skull knows that it's gonna lead to Gwen. Let's do it.
And then like very...
Does he though?
I know enough.
Why not?
Listen. Honest...
Where do your loyalties lie?
To him, always to him, to him. He doesn't point, but he kind of like nods. And
I'm also familiar. I get it.
I would like to roll insight
Absolutely,
on
yeah.
Beasley.
familiar friends.
He knows his place. Aha! Boo!
What'd you get?
Bad.
All I want
It's hard
is
to
for
read a
Molly
skull.
to roll
7.
well.
You beat him. No,
shit.
he seems like he's being absolutely genuine. He seems like he's like been cowed into submission at this point too. Like he's absolutely trying to gain Ash's favor back. Like something happened. Obviously, there's a rift he is trying to repair.
Ash just like kind of holds his hand out, kind of expectantly, and waits.
For Beasley to like go into it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he does.
You're not going to leave me this time.
No, of course not. I would never dream of it. No, I won't.
Good. Because you left last time. You never leave unless I tell you to.
Roll me a intimidation check, please.
I think I should be somewhat
You're
better.
you're charismatic. Oh, you're very sad though. I mean, like you're very sad.
He's more like, please don't.
Yeah. I think like Beasley sort of like shrinks a little bit at this. Like he sees I think he sees the vulnerability behind the demand also, and he sort of just like nods very forcefully and is like, I won't. I promise I won't.
This is really
Okay, good. Now here's my idea. We're going to catch up to Jaaldura, but Vensar said to go to the third one first if we want to get out of here fast. The third one is a wolf, and if you remember, that was Magpie's dream. She remembered a wolf eating an eyeball in the graveyard.
Mm-hmm.
Does that sound right to you? Should we go there first? I mean, all of a sudden, Watershed appears, so...
Convenient.
At this point, I would say if he said that it would be advantageous for you to do the third one first to get out of here fast, I would do that. Yes.
So-
That does sound familiar.
Are you saying that because it's best in our best interest or in your own skin? Like,
Not defying him is in everyone's best interest, I would say, but yes, I think it is in everyone's best
oh,
interest
really?
anyway.
What an unbiased opinion.
If you don't trust anyone else, I think you can trust me.
I trust you, but I'm worried about you.
Listen, my life has never been mine. Don't worry about it now.
But what if it was? What if it could be?
Let's find Gwen first.
Gwen is more important than whatever happens to me later.
Magpie's just gonna start walking.
I think when Asha sees her start leaving, he holds his hand out for Molly again.
Okay.
She'll grab it.
And away down the path we go.
You guys all head towards Jaaldura. Eventually your friends meet up with you, Kram included, and the two goblin sisters, Tweak and Shriek, stay in the cave and bid you farewell.
I just like greet them with a half crazed, like very happy smile when they catch up to me.
It feels unbearably long since last they've been by your side.
Oh God, this is
Jaaldura.
not a good sign.
Please don't do that again.
I'm sorry.
It's okay, but like, you know, we all have very short legs. You're a lot bigger than us. It's harder to catch up to you.
Yeah, you're right. I shouldn't have done that.
But I got an idea. And then he like kind of like points at Beasley, like, and Beasley's here too.
Beasley! Why?
So
He sort of like chipperly is like, I wondered where you were going. You're too tall to miss.
and then
You're ahead.
so then he's kind of very imploring as he speaks to Jaaldura, because he's like, please, Jaaldura, accept what I'm saying to you.
Yeah.
Hey, remember, okay, Vensar said we needed to do the third clue first, right? So we could get out of here faster.
Yeah. What was it?
It's the wolf one.
The wolf
And
one?
it
I thought
said-
that was the third clue.
That's why we're gonna do it first.
Okay.
Instead of last.
Got it.
And remember, Magpie, and he kind of like, Magpie had a dream about a wolf, remember? Where the wolf ate the eyeball. In the graveyard, where Antoine is, you know, in our actual home, not this weird version. He's great. But, so I think to start, we should go to the graveyard first. And it said, you know, cast out by frightened shepherds, you'll find me at where the story began. And that's where we were back in the day, like 2 years ago.
Jaaldura is not really absorbing any of this,
But
but
like she's nodding and agreeing.
So, let's stay together. But, like, and this looks like, you know, our home.
It looks like the Western Woods
Watershed.
in front of you currently.
Okay.
And then beyond that, the
So we
town
know, like,
Watershed.
if we go down this way, we're going to Watershed.
Yeah, I'll have everybody roll me an intelligence check real quick too, because just to
Oh, that was really good.
Oh, man, this wife died.
oh shit, I actually rolled pretty well. That doesn't feel in character.
Unnatural 20.
23.
23,
9.
9,
8. 15.
15. Okay, the 20 and 23. Both of you, like Molly specifically, Ashes has brought up a very, very sound point and is on a very good trail. But you also remember that the story didn't start in the graveyard. Not literally. It began with your dream. Where were you
At
when you
home.
had it? So, just food for thought. But
It wasn't the graveyard.
But that's the first place we went in town, isn't it?
It started at home.
That's right.
That's where the dream was, or at least where I had it.
And we all had dreams that time, which was very strange.
Yeah. So
Remember?
Jaaldura,
Not really.
we're going to go home. But home is a lie. It's not going to be our home.
Imagine that we're in a dream right now. You know when you have dreams and you dream about being at home?
Mm-hmm.
This will look like our house, but it's really not. It's a dream version. So no matter what you see, it's not real. And trust me, I see a lot of things that other people don't see, and I know you do too. But trust me, this time, no matter what we see, it's not our actual house.
Okay, but if it's Epo,
It's a dream Epo. It's not real Epo.
Let's get home. I'm starving. I'll make lunch.
Right. So like Ashes is still holding like Molly's
lunch or
hand.
real lunch?
I love
Ashes is still
Am I
holding.
intelligent enough to know better?
Who knows?
I'm less smart.
then this.
Ashes is still holding Molly's hand, and he like looks to Magpie,
Magpie's already walking toward him.
and he's like,
Boom, boom.
he looks at
Boom.
let's go.
I'm just gonna follow Ashes.
11, okay,
There's
so-
a lot of layers, and the Jaaldura is just like, yes.
Ashes knows what's happening.
yeah, I think that
That's-
seems fair.
That's
So
better than
the marching
just
order
believing
is
everything you see.
Magpie, I would say Ashes, Molly,
Yeah, we're together.
Kram, Jaaldura. Seem fair? Seem
Yeah.
about right? Okay. So you guys are heading towards home by Magpie's direction. How are you proceeding?
Normal.
Okay.
I think
Shuffling 25 feet.
I think
for
Ashley's is just like walking at a normal pace, but he's also being very mindful of his
So you're
surroundings.
looking around. Okay, perfect. The rest of you, how do you want to proceed home?
I'm resisting the urge to like jog home and just following Ashes.
Mm-hmm.
I think Molly's got like 1,000-yard stare. Still shaking. Like
That's why
just-
Ashes has a hold of you.
That's kind of why she's like, I mean, her current state generally is very twitchy and like shaky, trembly. I rolled my portent die because
Yeah.
I chose divination as far as my like school. I didn't have that written down on my first sheet, so I don't remember exactly like if we homebrewed something for Molly or what, but is that all right that I have portent die to
yeah,
use at some point?
totally.
Okay.
No,
I
we
figured
did
that
do
was
that too.
appropriate for her like ability for soothsayer
Yeah.
stuff.
No, it's
Okay.
good that you
I
have
just
this
wanted
one.
to clear that.
For sure. So you guys continue forward at a loosely normal pace. Slower than normal with Magpie at the helm. Jaaldura, go ahead and roll me a survival check.
Not Magpie because she's leading us.
Magpie already did.
Oh, Magpie didn't do great.
Oh, okay, cool. I
Got
got
an 8. You got an 8? Cool. Magpie definitely knows where you're going.
She
You-
always knows where we're going.
Ashes, you keeping your eyes about you and looking for strange things. So you notice that you're in the Western Woods. The mists are always very heavy. In the Western Woods, you guys are very familiar with that sort of travel. It feels very isolated. You still feel that same sort of like dark and light, like up and down sort of feeling where you don't necessarily know if you want to run, if you want to stop, if you want to lay down, if you want to sleep, if you want to run, like go, like it's still all these sort of like mixed feelings
Just
as you're
high
walking.
anxiety.
Yeah, it's a lot of things
anxious.
happening all at once, and you watch as Magpie sort of walks a couple feet ahead of you, and you see almost like she walked through it as a ghost would. You see a cat's cradle of yarn, of red yarn, strung
fuck.
through 2 trees, bisecting her figure and your frame as she sort of like doesn't seem to notice it and like walks completely through
Do I
it.
see it too?
You do. Ash is like leading
What?
you up. You notice it as well. But Magpie has not seemed to notice it. The rest of you behind Ashes notice it as soon as they stop.
As soon as we lose Magpie through basically.
Magpie, wait!
Did she disappear?
Magpie, what's your AC?
13.
Do I recognize? Cool. So yarn has like always been kind of associated with Molly, at least like last episode when we were trying to search for her.
First
Do
episode too.
does Molly actually recognize it
As your yarn?
as being something I made or anything? Like what
It's
connection
the
do I have
same
to?
red yarn, the same color of red yarn, the same texture that you and Gwen followed to get to
Got
Emily
it.
that first time. So
Got
you would
it.
absolutely recognize it. As
But I
sort of-
didn't-
And this is the same yard from my dream.
Yes, it's very.
But I didn't
it's
like
very,
make this.
No, but you
Cat's cradle
you cast a lot
contraption.
of your wizardry through making these sort of like
Yeah.
different shapes.
Weaving the weave.
Weaving the weave, yeah. So you would recognize the shape as sort of like a playful like cat's cradle type of shape, but it's strung very largely through 2 trees.
So
it
it
is like
feels like my magic.
Yeah.
Did I cast this?
Yeah.
I guess is what I'm getting at. Oh fuck. Past Molly cast this. Okay.
Did Magpie hear me when I called
Yeah.
out to her?
roll me a perception check.
Oh, hey.
19.
You do hear her. What's your AC?
Him.
13.
13.
Magpie just like,
You feel a swipe kind of go right over your head. The mist just sort of like whoosh right over top of your head.
She's too short.
she doesn't look up. She's just like,
Just side to side only.
Her whiskers are trembling.
she's gonna turn around.
Magpie,
Is there a bird in my hair?
get out of there.
No, well, she's already passed. Magpie's passed through it.
She's passed through it.
And we're on the other side of it.
Out of where?
Can Magpie see this now that we've like called her
Magpie,
attention?
you actually see not only this cat's cradle across the threshold of where you can vaguely see Ash's like silhouette and 2 horns poking up in the mist. So you see like a very like faded version of him past this. You see this like red yarn cat's cradle across these 2 trees, and then 2 more sets of trees, and 2 more sets of trees, and 2 more sets of trees circling all the way around you.
Oh gosh.
I think
Molly?
he should get out of there.
Well,
Molly,
wait.
What are you doing?
I didn't do it.
But it looks like you're magic.
I don't remember.
Is there a bird in my hair?
No, Magpie, stay there, because I don't know what that is. Molly, do you know what that is?
13?
13.
Okay.
Get out. Get out now.
No.
Like,
This
we're
time
just like heavily like hesitate because she's okay where she
We're
currently
sending
is.
you mixed messages,
Yeah.
so
This
however
time,
you want to react to it.
You guys hear a magpie kind of cry out as you feel this, like the whoosh behind you, and suddenly these like daggerous claws in your back and sort of lift you up for a moment. I'm running in. You take 14 points of necrotic damage.
Oh,
shit! And I need you all to roll me initiative. please.
I think Molly's just gonna yell like, Magpie!
Look.
Oh my god, this wife died.
Is it bad?
No, it's amazing.
My wife.
My wife.
Amazing. Amazing wife.
Ooh.
Alright, what's your deck?
Yanni says step into the octagon.
Love it.
The music kicks in.
Step into the octagon.
That's the thing is like Molly does not recollect this, whatever it is, unless, can I roll to like see if I know this spell?
Roll me just an intelligence check, yeah, or Arcana, either one, if Arcana's better.
Arcana is better.
Oh no, you're too frazzled. It feels wrong.
I feel like it's like one of those like focus pulls on like a camera where it's like like starts spinning and it's just I'm like PTSD.
Everything's going Dutch.
Super like just flashback heavy, unable.
Anybody get 20 to 25?
Nat 20.
Whoa, Kram leading the charge.
What's your
what'd you get?
initiative?
Nat 20.
I got a
Okay,
nat 22. What's
I got
your
an
nat?
unnatural
You're probably
20.
ahead of me.
My initiative is +4.
Yeah, you're ahead of me.
Okay, so Kram and then Jaaldura.
Yep.
And then me, because I got an unnat 20.
And then Ashes. Nice. Okay, so AC is for everybody. What is Kram's AC?
15.
15. Jaaldura's is 13 and Ashes is 12?
Yes.
Okay.
I got 14. Sorry.
You got 14
Armor class.
14 armor class. What was yours and Shelby's initiative?
19.
19?
I got
Fucking run in.
17.
This is like
Ooh, nice. You guys all did super well.
That's my goal.
Yeah, we did because the power of friendship compels us.
Well, remember the last time we played this game, we all rolled like 2s?
What is Magpie's armor class? Tell me.
We're closer now.
13.
13. Okay, perfect. No, you guys did super well. Kram, you're starting the order off. You just see this like vague outline, this square outline, just sort of be lifted up into the air, and you hear Magpie cry out past this like row of red yarn.
Kram do?
Okay, I swiftly come up behind one of the trees, but I don't cross into the red yarn area. And I get my bow and I shoot an arrow at the shadowy thing.
Nice. Okay, go ahead and roll to attack.
12?
12. Just hits.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay. Roll me your damage. And so you have an ally within 5 feet. You're a rogue, right? So you have an ally within 5 feet. You get to add your sneak attack damage, which is an extra 3d6. Okay.
Alright, bitch.
I'm not gonna do more. Too many. Okay, so 2 + 4 is 6 + 6, 13.
13. Nice. Very good. Very good.
And then I hide it again if I can. Like, stay behind the tree. I stay hidden.
Am I the only one still in the dance circle?
You're in the circle at the. You're the only one in the circle at the moment.
Dank
Yeah.
circle.
That dang circle.
The dank circle.
It is kind of a dance circle.
So, Magpie, you hear this shriek from behind you as this arrow sort of like whistles through the air and just.
The bird.
The mist Kram, you can see some sort of shape, like, sort of looming behind her, like the arcing spine and this, like white claw-like shape lifting this tiny dwarf up into the air. And you can see as you shoot the arrow through, it sort of screams and dissipates, but then reforms again with its claws, like, in her. It did something to it to disrupt it, but you can gather that it's not quite corporeal. It's not quite a solid mass, but you are doing something to it.
My arrow went right through it.
Jaaldura.
Am I being held
Alright.
currently?
You're being held up, yeah.
How high up?
5 feet?
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a ghost.
It's a ghost.
Careful, guys, it's a ghost.
I can't even imitate Kram because my throat is just like.
Jaaldura is gonna
I appreciate
reach.
your sacrifice.
She's gonna first of all run up to where she heard Magpie cry out.
But you're in the circle.
So you run into the circle?
Yep.
Okay.
Ashes is like, I can't stop her at this point, so.
You cannot.
You need a vacation. Just give up.
Ashes is like, I'm trying so hard.
Okay. Should I say my action and bonus action?
Absolutely say your action.
Yes. Perfect. For my action, Jaaldura is gonna she's gonna reach into a pouch and hold her hand out and drop a bunch of holy water or water that she has sanctioned to protect her friends. And she's gonna cast Bless on Magpie, Ashes, and Molly.
So what does that
Hashtag
give
blessed.
us?
Hashtag blessed. You get to add a D4 to any attack, saving throw, anything but damage. So
Anything but damage.
this cleric.
You didn't choose me.
Oh,
Sorry, Kram.
Protect me too.
Sorry.
Hey!
And then as my bonus action, Jaaldura is going to pull the small silver mirror off of her belt and flash it at Magpie and cast Sanctuary on her.
Nice.
Just
Okay.
blinds her.
So Sanctuary, I always forget. It is the attacker needs to roll another attack to like deflect to a different person. It needs to roll wisdom save for it.
Okay, so the warded creature, if the warded creature is attacked, the person who is attacking it must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, they must choose a new target or lose the attack.
What's your DC for the wisdom save?
It is a 13.
Perfect. Okay. Ashes, you're up.
Alright. Kind of Ashes is taking this in. He sees that there's like some sort of like ghosty thing.
Yeah,
in
it
this.
looks like. So go ahead and roll me an Arcana check as a free action.
Okay.
Can I piggyback on this? at all?
Absolutely.
Or
Anybody
assist?
can. Anybody can.
That is an unnatural 20.
Unnatural 20.
I got a 22.
22. Both of you very distinctly recognize this as a fabled Mistress, ones that the townsfolk are very, very superstitious of.
Did we fight one in the first? I feel like we fought something.
You fought something
there were
in
definitely
this.
wraiths when Mark died.
Yeah.
When Mark died, we fought something.
Yeah, these look bigger and more gnarled, almost like they are made out. Like they almost look like they're made out of ice, too, which is very distinctly dissimilar to the ones that you fought previously.
Tougher one.
Got it.
Okay.
Like vaporous ice that has like formed.
Do
into
I know
solids.
anything further about it? Like,
Um,
other than it's probably just some sort of wraith.
it looks like a wraith, and you know that it's not quite corporeal, it's not quite a solid, but it can be damaged.
Right.
You know that much.
Okay, so kind of with that in mind, Ashes is gonna cast Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
And at 5th level, I get 2 beams.
You do.
So I roll for both.
Both. You roll for both because you can split it if you want to.
Okay.
to two
Well, I'm
different
just gonna go
creatures,
to
so.
the ones I can see, obviously. 5 plus.
It just slides down your page.
I know. What's my attack? This one is a 12.
12 hits.
Okay, let me roll for the second one. Roll it not on the book. 15 plus 5 and 20 on the second.
Yeah.
And we can keep reusing that D4 on that bless if we need to.
For
as
sure.
well.
For up to a minute,
For
yeah.
up to a minute, unless my concentration is broken.
Sanctuary is
No,
not
it's fine.
concentration.
Sanctuary is not.
Perfect.
Alright, so that's 2d10 to force damage.
Right, 2d, yeah, 2d10 force damage.
Yes. Attack rolls and saving throws.
And you, how close has Ashes got?
I think Ashes at this point is like as
Except
close
it's holding
to
her
that cat's cradle without passing
Okay,
through.
perfect.
So 3 and 6. Wait, or is that a 9?
Yanni says he loves your
12.
Coven overlays.
12 points of damage.
I'm glad.
Love it. And what type of damage is that?
That's force.
That's force. Nice. All right. 12 points. Very, very good. It cries out, and you guys all hear this like cacophonous scream and the like echoing through this like alcove that Magpie and this creature are in currently. As Ashes whips forward these two beams of force energy, and it from either side. Molly, you're up.
I've been studying.
What? Yeah, I think she's like having like a psychotic break would be like the best way to describe it, as she's like looking around in like the trees and just seeing like, you know, evidence of it being like something she cast but has zero recollection of doing. So I think in a panic she's going to grab her little knitting needle and like and like draw a symbol in the air, casting mage armor.
Okay, so her AC bumps up to what?
She's in self-preservation mode, 16.
16, alright.
And that's what I have for now.
Okay, how far do you, like, where do you move?
I'm not gonna move inside the circle. I'm going to walk up, start to approach, like, these threads in the trees.
Okay.
So I'm gonna start examining it, or I want to, like, walk up and try and, like, undo what I've done.
Okay, so you're examining to
turn.
try and undo the damage.
Yep.
I like that. That's very good.
Yep.
Jaaldura's AC.
13.
13. Yep, got it.
I am becoming that.
Oh, yep, that hits. Alrighty.
Get it?
Jaaldura, you feel a swipe across your face.
Oh.
And you take,
Give me
Not
those
the money
good
maker.
scars.
16 points of necrotic damage as a second Mistress appears and starts to assail you.
So now there's two, yes?
There are two now.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. One holding
you said?
Magpie up and one slashing across Jaaldura. So you guys all hear Jaaldura cry out
That's
and
all
see.
of my ace, or all of my hit points.
Jaaldura, the slashes on your face, these deep gashes on the side of your face almost seem to crystallize with ice over top of them as the attack hits you.
Brisk. Is this a metaphor for the blizzard that's probably happening outside right now?
I don't think it is.
All of our blinds are
Oh,
closed.
that's fine.
It's like raining.
Oh, fuck.
Welcome to the tundra. All right, Magpie, you're up.
Worse.
Okay, so Magpie is going to reach back and cast Inflict Wounds
Okay,
on this thing.
so that's necrotic damage.
Yes. Hopefully it does something.
We'll find out.
Yeah.
What?
Said we'll find out.
Oh, great. Perfect.
I'm smart.
Xanathia is smart.
Yeah.
Gram's just like,
I've fallen into that thing too many times.
11.
11 unfortunately does not hit. You reach back and hit only air as you are trying desperately to get this thing off of your person.
Your arms are too short.
Can I try and break free? Or is
I'll say
it-
go ahead, yeah. Go ahead,
roll your
like,
dice?
normally that would be a full action, but I think under the circumstances, go ahead and use that. Like, your attack failed, so yes, go ahead and try and break the grapple.
Break.
No.
Okay. This thing is going to, it's got you pinned, it's got you grappled, so it's an auto hit. You take,
Wait, even with like sanctuary?
oh, right. No, thank you for reminding me. It doesn't
that'll
matter,
drop
yeah.
her.
No, that's the only thing that really would have saved her at
Oh,
this point.
but
so.
one quick thing. Bless. Okay, I can do this afterwards. Bless is concentration, and I took 16 damage, so I think I need to
roll your constitution save,
roll for
yeah.
Constitution, and then we'll do the
You gotta beat a 10.
shit. Okay, Constitution
Down,
saving.
devil bird.
I got a 10 even.
You're good.
Okay.
Yep,
Cool.
alright.
For Bless, and then
It beat the sanctuary, so it is still attacking Magpie.
Got it.
So, Magpie, you take 14
So
points of
imagine your
necrotic
little
damage.
feet, like, kicking.
oh no.
That's not good.
This ain't good, y'all. That's really not good.
And it is the top of the order. So, Kram, you see two of these creatures. Jaaldura is in the ring. Magpie is in the ring, still being held aloft by this other one.
Magpie is, but Jaaldura is not.
No,
aloft.
you just got hit by one.
Got it.
So,
Okay.
Do I know
done
anything
got
besides
rampant.
arrows that I think would
crystal.
help this situation?
you gather that the fact that your friends are close by to them is very beneficial to you. You also know that you can take a bonus action to hide and gain advantage on your roll. So, food for thought for next time. The mists are very shrouding and like keep you very sneaky back there. So at this point, it's an intelligence check, which I know he's not great at. So go ahead and roll me an intelligence check just to see. You could get an nat 20, who knows? But
4.
4. That's about as far as you get.
I know numbers. 4. Okay. I'm gonna shoot my arrows again.
Okay.
And then I'll probably hide again after.
Which one do you want to hit? So you get, you can hit one of them at this point, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
One's got Magpie, the other doesn't.
Yeah, one has Magpie, one's in front of Jaaldura.
I want the one that has Magpie.
Okay, go for it.
So, oh wait, I'm not. That's not my damage roll. 16.
16 hits. Yeah.
Sweet.
Man, that
Get
modifier
it.
though.
So you get your sneak attack because Magpie's still within 5 feet of it. So.
Plus, it's 3d6, right?
Yep.
9 plus 8 is 17.
17.
Yeah,
nice.
just take him to cram school.
Nice. This one wails and drops you, Magpie. So you suffer 1 point of falling
You're doing work,
damage,
though.
as it drops you off of any these like impaled holes in your back, basically where it held you aloft, have like crystallized over with ice and feel very, very cold, almost like you've gotten hit, like that burning sensation of liquid nitrogen. But you see Magpie drop after you hit it.
Come back to us.
Jaaldura, you're up.
Got it.
Working those knots out.
I don't think. Oh, I do have it. Yes. Okay, so I'm going to unsheath my greatsword, and disregarding the one that's kind of next to me, I'm gonna go after the one that's after.
All right, so
Magpie.
opportunity attack then.
Do it.
That's a 4.
That misses.
Yeah. That's what that does.
Shocking everyone. Okay. Yep. So I'm going to attack the one with my first attack with my greatsword. 15.
Hits.
Excellent.
Man, you just whip them.
I do whip them. I'm sorry.
Take you to the
My
casino.
sword dice flies, I know.
At least it has high walls
Listen,
though,
perhaps-
so it's not like
It does. It
like
has. I have a nice,
ricochet out.
very
Yeah.
nice dice box.
We're
Where's
not
it from?
sponsored.
It's from. We're not sponsored. It is from Wormwood. 10.
This is from Michael's.
Yeah,
Michael.
Also,
10
Michael's.
So greatsword would
Craft
be
supply.
slashing, I'm assuming. 10 slashing damage for my first attack.
Okay.
And then I am going to attack the same thing again. And
I'm
also.
going to hold you up right there because you do kill this thing. So if you'd like to wheel around and attack the other one,
Yeah,
you're
I
more
would
than welcome
love to wheel
Do that
around
one.
with like a roar, like a very Goliath roar, like don't hurt my friends. I want to attack it.
You're gonna hurt yourself on that rock.
Also from Wormwood.
It's 14 to hit.
14 hits,
Arf.
yes.
Okay, 14 hits. Ready? I'm gonna whip up. Damn it.
Didn't work.
9 slashing
Not whipped.
damage.
9 slashing damage? Alright. So that one seems to be almost like goading you into attacking it at this point as it grows bigger than you, even at your 8-foot height. It sort of like looms over top of you and like puffs its chest out.
Okay.
What chest it does have being made of mist.
Yes.
Ashes, you're up.
Alright, I think, because I see that obviously the other one is gone, so I think he'll just, knowing how effective he was on the first one, he's gonna just Eldritch Blast again on the second one. I'm so blessed, yes?
You blessed, you still. Oh no, wait, you need to roll another con save because it hit you again. Oh no, it didn't. No, it didn't. I'm lying. Just kidding.
Yeah.
Yep,
Okay,
you're good.
so the first one was 4, so that doesn't hit. Oh, and this one is
Beautiful.
23?
23 hit, yeah.
Okay, so
Okay.
roll damage on 1,
Okay.
which is 1d10. And I got 3.
That's okay.
3 damage.
3. It's something. Chipping away. So you streak forth this violent bolt of force energy, and it blasts. Like you see the side of its face sort of like almost like spray, as if you were kind of like if you were to take hot liquid outside right now and just go like, you know, polar vortex style. Like the force damage against it almost like sprays into like icy vaporous mist and then reforms again. Molly,
neat.
you're up.
Do you want to hand me a dry erase marker to replace the one I just
through.
The people's elbowed like catapults at the table. So yeah, okay. So Molly's approaching these like cat's cradle-esque yarn like cobwebs or like web in the trees, and as a free action, could I try and like, or would this be my action? Could I try and like figure out what spell it was so I can like undo it? I do not have Dispel Magic.
Okay, so if you're going to, like, in the event that you don't have Dispel Magic, yes, it would be your whole action trying to undo them, essentially.
Because, okay, so that's my first option. I'm curious what the group thinks. My second strategy would be, I have Ray of Frost as a cantrip, so I could just like try and freeze it and destroy it and like tear it off.
How do we know
I
it's
think
not
your
keeping them
choice.
in?
We don't.
I don't.
Well, seeing
I'm
as they
making a
are
gamble.
like frosty by nature, I don't know how effective frost will be against
That's
it.
true. I mean, that's just to kind of destroy whatever this like magical thread
I
is.
don't know.
I'd say
I
that's
think
enough
either-
table talk to give you, honestly, you guys wouldn't be able to table talk it, so I'd say follow your heart on this one.
I'd say either one. Whatever you think is the best course of action.
She's
you.
okay. She's more of like intelligence-based like thinker kind of. So I think she's gonna approach it from more of a, if I can remember what I cast, I can undo the spell. I can unravel it. So I think I'm going to just try and like, I'm gonna walk up and try and figure out what, like, clearly I did this. I don't recall doing it, but I need to undo it, whatever it is.
Okay.
So
This
All right.
naughty spell.
So go ahead, roll me an Arcana check.
One Molly.
but which one? I haven't used the red one yet. Let's try that. 16.
16.
I
Okay,
have a
so
decent Arcana.
you get this flash as you're sort of like you are compelled to like place your hand on the yarn to like distinguish what spell it was that actually put it, and you feel this like ripple of energy. It almost hurts your hand, but you keep your hand on it.
Yep.
Feels too cold to hang on to, but you keep doing it. You were used as a conduit. This wasn't your spell.
Cool.
And it is a it is a container spell. It's a summoning spell. It's essentially a summoning circle that summons these things and keeps them contained within this space. Damaging it would dispel them. Damaging it would also make any sort of container that is currently around them, keeping them in this space, completely obliterated.
Can I act on this knowledge this turn, or is this like a next turn thing?
What would you like to do?
I want to try and break it. So, yeah, I am going to use... Ooh, I'll use this other thing. I have a cantrip called Infestation.
Nice.
Shit. Get it.
And I think this is, like, kind of part of, like, the hag influence, like, happening. So I'm going to summon a bunch of, like, gross-looking bugs to, like, eat away
I like that. I like
the,
that flavor.
the yarn.
That's fun.
So it'll be, like wool moths and
I-
stuff that,
This
like...
is gonna make me
I
uncomfortable to
summon-
say it, but they come out of your skin.
Oh, I
like
hate
they
that.
just
Oh,
like crawl
oh,
out of your
that makes
skin
me
and
bad.
down.
Like
through
that.
the,
I take it back.
yeah, down the yarn. Like I think you
Yeah.
close your eyes as you realize
Yep.
that's what's happening, but you commit to it, and you see all these little like I'll feel all these little bugs, like the weight of the yarn around your hand.
Anna's like,
get more and more dense. And they start to begin to eat away at the yarn.
Yeah.
Go ahead, and I have a DC set in my head. Go ahead and just roll me a
Okay.
D20 plus your spellcasting modifier to see if they do any damage to it this round.
10.
10. They do not. They're in position. They're going to start doing damage to it next round, but not this
Fly,
round.
my pretties.
Fly. So the existing Mistwraith is going to strike out again against Jaaldura
Ugh.
and get a natural 19. So yep.
I'm going to, I don't know when I need to say this, I think this later, but I'm going to use my Stone's Endurance to reduce the damage.
Sure. Works for me.
Probably a good.
How low are you?
Me?
Take 11 points of necrotic damage.
It's almost full compared to you.
Reduced by 12, so I take no damage.
You take none.
I rolled a 12.
Good. You
not
actually
get enough
like
ray.
you feel this like rake across your chest, and where it should have like gouged part of your chest open, it's just like you feel like these frosty trails across where like claw marks should have been.
Hell yeah.
Next up is Magpie.
Sorry, I need to see again. I'm not used to clearing stuff.
Clerk.
Clerk. I used to clerk stuff.
I'm a clerk.
I was looking for my old like notebook for Gwen, and I could not find it, but I found all my suppers in it.
Of course, yeah.
Yanni says seeing Kalyn take turns is still a weird experience.
Old person.
We don't say that.
In this household.
I have a quick question.
Fucking
Yeah, what's up?
So now that she's been released and she sees Jaaldura fighting with a ghost, she can assume it's not a bird anymore, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Fair.
She's not a dummy, so.
She's not super smart.
Do we have smart people besides Ashes?
Ashes
You're
isn't
pretty-
even.
Oh yeah,
I was
you're a
gonna say
wizard.
she's a wizard.
You're a
I was gonna
wizard,
say Ashes
that's
is charismatic.
Intelligence is my second highest. So
Is it?
I'm very
Oh,
smart.
Nothing. We're
What are you
best
up to?
friends.
I have a 14 in intelligence.
What does turn undead
You got
do?
2 Smarties.
18.
Turn undead.
I'm 18.
Roll me an Arcana check.
Oh yeah.
Shelby was more asking because I don't know where to find it in the book. 8.
8. You're not super certain as a character if this is an undead or not that you're facing, but turn undead. Let me just look it up so I'm not misquoting anybody. I know what destroy undead does off the top of my head.
What does that do?
Destroy undead just like kills them automatically.
I feel like you can
Turn
turn
in dead just makes them so they have to walk straight away from you as
Yeah,
fast
literally
as they
just-
can.
Oh, literally turn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Turn around.
It always makes me think you're making a
Jump
dead
up,
body.
jump up,
undead.
get
Well,
down.
I'm really feeling awful, so Magpie's gonna cast Cure Wounds on herself.
Okay. So you heal yourself. Top of the order, Kram. You still see one Mistress attacking Jaaldura.
Alright, I step out from my hiding place and I shoot another bow at them. Nope. I don't know what I'm doing.
Do you get advantage on that since you were hiding?
Oh yeah, we can have you roll your stealth check, see if you get advantage or not. Go ahead, roll a stealth check.
And remember, you're blessed.
He's not. So you
I'm not
bless him.
blessed.
You're not blessed. I don't like that.
What was your stealth check?
22.
I did that to myself.
Remember
You're
my
hidden,
buff.
so yeah, you get advantage. You can roll twice, and then see what you get. Take your higher.
That's much better.
I
Okay.
take it back. Fuck you.
16 plus.
It hits, for sure.
What's that? Oh, ooh.
Ooh,
Highest. Ooh, 10. And then I get the
All of the
yeah.
red dye. That's
Yeah.
an appropriate of color for like
5, 8, 9, 19.
19 total?
Yeah.
Damn.
Nice. Alright, so
Killy.
Murder.
Murder!
And then I hide again. I pop back in.
Alright, go ahead, roll your stealth check and hang on to that number because I'm going to ask you for it later.
Got it.
Nice. So you sail an arrow through, and again, Jaaldura, you see like where Ash's force damage sort of like hit it. You see sort of these ice shards that are still stuck in the air that are still reforming. Just sort of like this arrow cuts through them and breaks them apart.
That's cool.
It is your turn.
It's my turn. Fuck this thing up with my greatsword. Hopefully.
I hit it with a
I hit it with a hammer.
Yeah, fuck yeah, I know that hits because it's like a 24.
Yeah.
Hit it. Do it.
You're so
it.
excited for this.
Damn it. Okay,
I can tell.
that's 8 slashing damage.
How would you like to do this?
Yay! I would like to
Yay.
continually like slash like long after it's gone. It's just like, you're dead! 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 Like over and over and over again, and keep like slashing at
at
where
this.
this thing was.
Molly, all of the meanwhile, you're still closing your eyes and holding on to this yarn as you hear Jaaldura just like violently slashing in the mist very, very near to you. Like you can even feel the wind hitting you as your little buggies are funneling themselves across this yarn. And Magpie and Jaaldura, you guys see this all around you. You hear the chittering and you see these little moving shapes, tiny moving shapes across all of the yarn. And one by one, the strands start to break and fall away and dissipate into the mist. And that's where we're going to take our second break.
Ooh.
Self claps.
We beat your cat's cradle puzzle.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
beat
we
my
beat
cat's
it,
cradle
as
puzzle.
in we used up certain spell slots, etc. for later when we die.
I didn't use them all.
Why would you say that?
Because I'm in that headspace.
But you guys go to the bathroom, go refill your drink. We will see you guys in about 5 to 10 minutes.
We'll be
So
ready.
We'll be back in just a short little bit.
Thanks
to
for
continue
staying.
on.
Love you.
Thanks for being here.
You rock.
You the best.
The best.